As a world traveler, one of the biggest pain points I find is trying to get my mobile phone up and running both efficiently and cost effectively.
Oh my God, is that Eric? Is he about to tell us about the best SIM card for expats in China, Nihao Mobile? I think he is. Let's listen.
After a long flight, I arrive at the airport, I'm all unkempt, my hair is a mess, I'm sweating, and I'm trying to get my phone connected, and I just can't. I can't connect to the airport Wi-Fi because I don't have service, and I need to get SMS verification, and it's just a disaster. So then I go out into the arrival hall, and there's all these vendors trying to sell me, SIM cards at extortionate rates, or they want to sell you those Wi-Fi 4G dongles that are just a pain in the butt to always carry around. And so you just don't know what to do, and it sucks. I remember when I first came to China, it was so hard for me to get a mobile phone. This was 10 years ago, mind you. And at that time, I was going all around the city in Shanghai trying to find a vendor who would sell me a SIM card. And you had to have like a passport, and you had to have a visa and a residence permit and a permanent address and all this stuff. And I couldn't speak the language and I couldn't read the signs. And it was just a huge pain in the butt to get a mobile phone that worked. And then when you finally get there and you're in the process, and the clerk is just stamping and chopping and stamping and chopping, and it just takes forever. And don't even get me started on like when you first get to China and you gotta deal with a bank account too, and all this stuff that's just a pain in the butt and takes forever. When you first get to China, you first moved here, your first job in China, you're just pulling your hair out because you don't know how anything works. Luckily for you, times have changed and things have changed, and now there is Nihao Mobile. So if you're moving to China these days, you're probably moving for work because let's face it, it's quite difficult to get to China right now. So if it's your first time in China, you're coming here for work, you don't know what to do, you don't have a local phone card, and you have to go to quarantine, right? You get off the plane and you go directly to quarantine for 14 days. Even in a lot of hotels in China, you also need SMS verification to get on the Wi-Fi. Basically what I'm saying is, trying to get a mobile phone up and running right now in China, as a foreigner, your first time, it's gonna be difficult. And Nihao Mobile is the product that I wish existed way back in 2012 when I first came to China. Nihao Mobile is based in Guangzhou, China, but if you use their service, you can use it anywhere nationwide in China, and they have the full support of the Chinese government. So Nihao Mobile makes adapting to China infinitely easier if it's your first time here. These days in China, with everything that's going on in the world, you definitely need a network that works. Everything is done with your mobile phone in China, from payments to catching a taxi, to riding the subway, to even tracking your health status. So after arriving to China and getting to your quarantine hotel, Nihao Mobile is the only company that can send you a SIM card directly to your quarantine hotel, so that as soon as you're out, you'll be ready to go up and running, ready to get a taxi or call your boss and say, hey, I'm out of quarantine, send me to my apartment, whatever your case may be. Not only that, Nihao Mobile also allows you to register your SIM card online. Very, very easy. I did it. It's super simple. It takes about 2 minutes. It's all in English. So you don't have to deal with any of the crazy moon language or anything else going on in China at some shop in the city somewhere. You do it all on your phone. Not only that, since you probably don't have WeChat Pay or Alipay just yet, you can pay for it all with PayPal. You can even do that before you leave your home country. Super easy. So all those benefits I just said, they're awesome, right? But not only that, the price for their service is very, very competitive with any of the big 3 providers in China. I personally have been testing Nihao Mobile recently, and I find their network coverage to be just as good as any of the other big 3 providers in China. But what sets them apart is how transparent their pricing is. There's no hidden fees, and again, everything can be done in English. They're the only provider that does that. So if your Chinese sucks like mine, they're definitely the provider for you. Another advantage is how easy it is to temporarily suspend your service if you're going away. Maybe in future times when traveling's easier again, you have a lot of business trips, you can suspend your service just on the app, super simple, touch of a button, you're good to go. You don't have to call a support line and try to explain to them in broken Chinese or in horrendous Chinglish that you're trying to leave the country and you want to keep your phone number, but you don't want to pay, or you want to pay less because you're not using it. Every single thing that I'm talking about can be done directly on their website or through their WeChat mini program, which once you get to China, you'll see how awesome WeChat mini programs are. And Nihao Mobile has a good one. Seriously, if you're coming to China, especially for the first time, check out their website or check out their WeChat page, and you can start your life in China as stress-free as possible by having a phone that works. Or if you're already in China and you really hate dealing with the calling 100, whatever the number is for your provider, and dealing with waiting on hold and dealing with talking to people that don't understand you, again, try Nihao Mobile. The links to order and all the other relevant information are all in the description below, so please do check that out. or if you have WeChat, just type in Nihao Mobile and you'll find their mini program. No problem at all. I sincerely hope that your moving to China experience goes off without a hitch. I hope it's way easier than my moving to China experience was at that time. And I know that if you use Nihao Mobile, it'll definitely help you move in the right direction. I genuinely can recommend Nihao Mobile. Believe me, I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't think it was a good service. As you know, there's not a lot of ads on this channel from me directly. It's not because people haven't asked me to advertise things. I just want to make sure it's something that I can stand behind. And I can say that their service is really good. Check it out. If you do check it out, you let me know how the service was. And also let them know. Thank you, and see you guys later. See you next time. 喂 Hello 喂我听不见我没信号喂